I'm crushed, man. 9 years with vows. I did not hit my wife in the face, ever.
You do know how she got that?
She stumbled and hit a pole with a light on it.
Hollywood relationships are often a carefully constructed illusion, a fairy tale sold to the public on red carpets and reality TV. But what happens when the cameras turn off and the fantasy shatters into a million jagged pieces? For 6 years, Denise Richards and Aaron Phypers were a picture of eccentric, glamorous love. They seemed to have it all. But beneath the surface of their public life, a story was brewing that was darker and more twisted than any scripted drama. Now, that story has exploded into the public eye, revealing a toxic war of restraining orders, secret recordings, and shocking accusations. The perfect marriage has detonated, and as the dust settles, one question remains. Was any of it ever real? This is the unbelievable story of how a Hollywood dream became a real-life nightmare. The first crack in the facade appeared on what should have been a day of celebration. On July 4th, as America celebrated its independence, Aaron Phypers quietly filed for his own, officially ending his 6-year marriage to Denise Richards. The court documents were cold and clinical, citing the all-too-common Hollywood excuse, irreconcilable differences. To the outside world, this was a sudden and shocking development. Just months before, they were seen as a united front, navigating the treacherous waters of fame together. But this divorce filing wasn't just a breakup. It was a declaration of war. A war that would be fought not in private, but in the brutal, unforgiving arena of public opinion. And no one could have predicted how ugly it was about to get. Just 2 weeks later, the war escalated dramatically. Denise Richards walked into a courthouse and dropped a bombshell that sent shockwaves through the entertainment world. She filed for a domestic violence restraining order against Aaron Phypers. The legal documents painted a terrifying picture, with Denise alleging that she had been repeatedly abused during their marriage. Suddenly, the narrative twisted from a sad celebrity divorce into a harrowing story of fear and violence. A judge granted her a temporary order, legally barring Aaron from coming near her. The public was stunned, but this was just the opening salvo in a brutal back and forth. Because while Denise's claims were shocking, Aaron's response was about to turn the entire story on its head. Aaron Phypers didn't just deny the allegations. He launched a brutal counteroffensive designed to destroy Denise's credibility. In his official response, he called her domestic violence claim a complete and utter ruse, a calculated, manipulative lie. His story? Denise wasn't a victim. She was a puppet master, orchestrating this entire drama to block him from receiving spousal support in their divorce. He alleged that she was the true abuser, the one who had harassed and attacked him. In a single legal filing, Phypers flipped the script entirely, transforming this into a toxic he-said-she-said battle. He painted himself as the wronged husband, caught in a web of lies spun by a vengeful celebrity. The public was left to wonder, who was the real monster in this story? At the very heart of this ugly conflict lies a modern Hollywood mystery, the strange case of the missing electronics. Denise accused Aaron of stealing her personal phone and her laptop, devices she claimed held a treasure trove of her private life, including sensitive and personal photos. She even claimed to have video evidence of the theft. But Aaron's explanation was even more bizarre than the accusation. He flatly denied stealing anything, portraying Denise as an extremely messy person who constantly loses her belongings. Then, in a shocking twist, he admitted to something else. Before leaving their home for good, he confessed to taking photographs of her computer screen, claiming he discovered messages that proved she was planning to have an affair. What started as a simple theft accusation had morphed into a tangled story of betrayal, digital espionage, and potential blackmail. The fight soon spilled over from the digital world and into their physical space, with their sprawling Calabasas home becoming the next battleground. Denise had moved out of the property 2 years earlier, but Aaron and his family had stayed behind. Now she claimed they were squatters. She filed court documents alleging they had stopped paying rent and were living there illegally. But it got worse. She also accused them of causing severe damage to the house, leaving the once glamorous property in a state of chaos. The home, once a symbol of their shared life, was now at the center of an eviction battle, with Denise fighting to reclaim a space she claimed had been destroyed from the inside out. In a move seemingly ripped from a reality TV playbook, Aaron decided to take his case directly to the public. He released a shocking video film from inside the contested home, and the footage was absolutely damning. It showed rooms piled high with mountains of clothes, counters buried under trash, and an environment of pure chaos. Aaron's narrative was clear. This wasn't his mess. This, he claimed, was how Denise had left the house years ago. He painted a grim picture of unbearable conditions, claiming he and his family were forced to live downstairs, surrounded by dozens of dogs and filth. He publicly branded her a hoarder, using the video as a weapon to humiliate her and reframe himself as the long-suffering victim of her destructive lifestyle. Just when the story seemed like it couldn't get any more complicated, a bombshell revelation exposed a hidden layer of their relationship. Aaron Phypers claimed he wasn't just Denise's husband, he was her business partner. Specifically, he was the primary photographer for her highly lucrative OnlyFans account. He alleged that he was the creative force behind her content, taking professional photos and helping her build her online brand. This stunning claim changed everything. Suddenly, the fight over the laptop and phone wasn't just about personal privacy, it was about business. He argued the images Denise wanted back weren't stolen, they were his intellectual property. He claimed to hold the copyrights, creating a tangled legal nightmare where their intimate moments, their finances, and their bitter divorce were all hopelessly intertwined. To dismantle Denise's claims that she was living in fear of him, Aaron started producing his own evidence, a collection of receipts designed to prove she was the true aggressor. First, he claimed he found an AirTag hidden on his car, a tracking device he alleged she later admitted to planting. Next, he presented call logs showing that over 2 months, Denise had called him dozens upon dozens of times, sometimes 9 times in a single day, without him ever picking up. This, he argued, was not the behavior of a terrified woman. It was the work of an obsessed harasser. With every screenshot and every accusation, he meticulously built his case. He wasn't the one she was afraid of. He was the one who couldn't get away. To truly understand this bizarre saga, you have to understand the enigmatic man at its center. Aaron Phypers was no stranger to Hollywood's strange orbits. He was previously married to another TV star, Desperate Housewives' Nicolette Sheridan, a whirlwind romance that ended just as quickly as it began. Professionally, he operates a mysterious holistic healing center called Quantum 360, a business that reportedly uses controversial frequency-based medicine. This adds another layer of intrigue to his legal claims that Denise is blocking him from his expensive and sensitive equipment. He's a man with a past, a controversial career, and a story that seems to get stranger with every new detail that emerges. Of course, you can't have a housewife's divorce without bringing it back to the show. In a move that surprised absolutely no one, Denise Richards has returned to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and her explosive real-life drama is now the show's main storyline. Cameras are capturing every tear, every phone call, and every legal update, turning her personal nightmare into primetime entertainment. Insiders report that the rest of the cast is furious, complaining that Denise has once again swooped in to steal the spotlight. But while her castmates may be annoyed, the network is thrilled. Her chaos is their rating gold, blurring the line between reality and television until it's impossible to tell which is which. Amid the chaos of public opinion and reality TV cameras, the real battle raged on in the courtroom. And on September 8th, Denise Richards finally scored a crucial victory. A judge sided with her, granting her official access to the Calabasas home to retrieve her dogs and personal items. In a clear validation of her safety concerns, the judge ordered Aaron to stay 100 yards away from the property while she was there, reinforcing the restraining order. But the biggest win came when the judge addressed the stolen electronics. He ordered Aaron to return Denise's phone and laptop by the end of the day. It was a small but significant turning point, a moment of clarity in a war where the truth has been buried under an avalanche of lies. The spectacular implosion of Denise Richards and Aaron Phypers' marriage is a dizzying maze with no clear exit. It is a war fought in court filings, on social media, and for the benefit of reality TV cameras. One person's claim of abuse is met with a counterclaim of public humiliation. An accusation of theft is answered with an allegation of infidelity. It has become a masterclass in modern warfare, where truth is just another weapon. What is real, and what is merely a performance for an audience of millions? Their story is a chilling reminder that behind every glamorous photo, a different, darker reality can exist. It leaves us all to wonder, when a relationship built for the public eye finally burns to the ground, is it ever possible to truly know what happened behind the closed doors?